Hello beautiful people, my name is Kristen. Happy New Year. Welcome to my channel. Today, as the title suggests, I am going to share with you classic books that I own, that I have on my TBR, that I want to read in 2020, or at least consider reading in 2020. These are books that I already have, so it's likely that I will get to them. So if you've read any of them, want to leave me recommendations on order or where I should begin in reading them, I would very much appreciate that. If there's a classic that I don't own, but you think I should definitely put on my list, I even appreciate that even more, maybe because I'm going to have to be very choosy in my book budget this year, what books I add to my list. So the first couple I got in my pals journey in Portland, Oregon on my vacation. I got Elizabeth Gaskell's North and South, which I don't know a whole lot about it, but I hear is an awesome tailing, particularly in regards to women or women's rights. The Journey to the Center of the Earth by Jules Verne, because I am an avid Jules Verne fan, and I love this beautiful copy that I picked up at Powell's, so I will definitely be reading that at some point. Coffee and a Classic. I am renewing my Coffee and a Classic subscription for at least 2 or 3 months. Going to give that another try. It's kind of pricey, but I enjoy it. And I did get Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. I didn't read it right away. I'm 90% sure I've actually read this. I do know the general story, but to be honest, when I started thinking about it, I was like, I don't really remember it. So I think I want to reread it if I've read it, and maybe it'll turn out to be something I didn't read at all. I just know a little bit about it because I've seen some movie adaptations and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and give that a shot because I think it's worth revisiting. Next, I picked up a couple books at my library book sale. This was Walden by Henry David Thoreau, and I don't know a lot about it, but I'm always thinking of On Golden Pond and all those kind of images of being out in the wilderness and reflecting and wisdom and insights, and so I'm interested in that. And this one is Cyrano de Bergerac. I thought maybe, since it's kind of a romance kind of story, that I would maybe skim through this and read it in February. Don't know. I could be totally off. You can tell me. That's the fun thing about reading, right? Is you have these ideas about what something's going to be and what the journey will be, and then you get to go explore it. I picked up this at Costco, which is like Sam's Club for some of y'all in other parts of the country, Grimm's Fairy Tales, and I was reading some of the original Aesop fables, and just amazing how rich a lot of them are and how they might differ from in child's telling from what they actually are. So I actually look forward to reading that and enjoying that as kind of maybe a lighter spring or summer read. I got a couple books. I have a really cute used bookstore that I love to go in, take my books that I don't want to reread, take those and get a credit, and then pick up a couple new ones. And I did that with Ernest Hemingway's Farewell to Arms. This had been recommended to me. I did read his For Whom the Bell Tolls, which is very good, but it's hard emotionally for me to read these war stories because I'm a mama, and I just have a heart for these horrible deaths and situations of people. It's a noble cause. It's a fantastic storyline, but it's a hard read. Sometimes life is hard and reality's hard, right? Then I've got another one that I don't know, might be like that, Mutiny on the Bounty. So beautiful edition and copy of that. I don't know a whole lot about it. I know it has something to do with sea voyages and maybe pirating. I don't know. I look forward to reading it. It's one of those that I was kind of familiar with, and the book was beautiful, so I bought it. Then my Penguin classics. I just finished my first book of the year, Villette by Charolette Bronte. So I'm reading through the Bronte sisters, and I have made a little small dent, making some progress. I'm not an overwhelming fan of them, but I really appreciate them. So look forward to my full book review on this when I do my January book reviews, because it will be included in that. I want to read this year the Odyssey by Homer. I read the Iliad, so now I'm looking forward to this one. It's got a lot of the Cyclops and Medusas and all that kind of good stuff in there, so I look forward to that. Pride and Prejudice. I know. I've never read it. I've seen movies and you know, kind of generally familiar with the story of Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice, but I look forward to actually reading it. And I've kind of been holding on to it because I really think I'm going to really like it. So I've kind of been savoring just owning it. I also have Jane Eyre that I need to read, Charlotte Bronte. So I look forward to this one. I've been told by some that it kind of resembles the one that I just read, but better in some ways. So I look forward to that. Tales of 1001 Nights. Who wrote this one? I'm not familiar with this author. Is it like a collection? Translated, introduction? I don't know. I look forward to learning about that. Beautiful copy. My son gave me this for Christmas. So look forward to, I don't know very much about it. I know it's the Genie and the Magic Lamp and Aladdin and all of that, but I'm not familiar with how the stories are collective, if it's one cohesive story or it's several short stories or that kind of thing. So look forward to that journey as well. So those are the classics that I own. I've got on my shelf. I haven't read yet, and I look forward to possibly reading. So leave me a comment. Let me know what you would like to maybe hear a review of if you've never read it, or if you have read it and you think it's fantastic, give me a thumbs up on the book recommendation and let me know that I should definitely get to that one sooner rather than later. Y'all have awesome reading. Beautiful day. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Thanks. Bye-bye, y'all.